Now that we are officially in Marvel's Phase 4, we can talk about the next big villain of the MCU. And we have very good reasons to believe that this next big villain might be none other than the almighty Galactus himself. And Marvel might introduce him as soon as next year in the movie The Eternals, and then build upon that in the next movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So it's about time that we consider how big of a threat the Devourers of World can be. But before we get into that, just to give you an idea, in the comics Galactus recently destroyed the entire Marvel's universe, just like Thanos wanted to do in Avengers Endgame. Yup, the entire Marvel universe wiped out of existence. And Galactus did it in the most badass way possible. He doesn't use any weapons like the Infinity Stones or something like the Ultimate Nullifier, but he proves that he himself is capable of destroying an entire universe. And before he does that, he consumed Dormammu, as if Dormammu was nothing but a cannon fodder. And then Galactus went on to defeat an army of most powerful superheroes and supervillains combined. For reference, the superhero army that we saw in Avengers Endgame during the final battle against Thanos is nothing compared to this army that took on Galactus. There is just no comparison. And yet Galactus destroys them all single-handedly. By now you might be thinking, Galactus is too powerful for the MCU. Well, he is. And that is why Marvel is all set to introduce some very powerful heroes, starting with the Eternals. What makes Galactus such a formidable foe is the fact that as long as this universe exists, you can't really kill him. He's one of the necessary celestial beings that keeps the universe functioning, as his primary role is of correcting the imbalances between the cardinal entities, eternity and death. And since he has this incredible responsibility, he's bestowed upon with some mind-numbing crazy powers. And Galactus is the first and the oldest living entity in the Marvel Universe, and is best described as the physical embodiment of the cosmos itself. But he is not exactly an abstract non-corporeal being like other cosmic entities. Rather, Galactus is the living force of nature itself, and his true form cannot be perceived by most of the living beings, and because of that, each species sees Galactus in a form they can comprehend, which is similar to their race or their religion. So that basically means is that the way humans see Galactus is different from how Skrulls see his form. And when Galactus is meeting with the fellow members of the cosmic hierarchy, he has also appeared as a humanoid star. But talking about his powers, Galactus utilizes cosmic energy known as the power cosmic to perform his incredible feats, which can include some pretty normal things by Galactus' standard, like the universal cosmic awareness, telepathy, telekinesis, energy projection, size alteration, transmutation of matter, teleportation of objects across space, creation of force fields, and interdimensional portals. And then there are these crazy things that maybe only Galactus can do, which includes things like creation of life itself, manipulation of souls, altering memories and emotions, and mass-scale events such as recreating dead worlds in every detail, including the thoughts of every individual on that planet. And last but not the least, destroying multiple solar systems all at once. So if you are having a hard time keeping track of Galactus' power, then here is the thumb rule. Whatever you can imagine, Galactus can probably do that. But that said, his power definitely has some limits, like he can't really work outside his own universe in the same capacity, and he is not exactly capable of time travel. Plus, when you have the Infinity Gauntlet, then Galactus is not really that big of a threat. But now since the stones no longer exist in the MCU, that option is probably out of the window. But it will be interesting to see the Avengers take on Galactus. And here let's not forget the fact that once we have Galactus, sooner or later we are going to get Silver Surfer, as he is one of the most famous heralds of Galactus. And at any given point of time, Galactus does have at least one herald who is appointed by him after granting each herald a small fraction of power cosmic. Galactus also employs incredibly advanced science capable of producing objects such as Punisher robots, the Ultimate Nullifier, which is in itself a weapon capable of destroying and remaking the multiverse. So maybe it might be how Avengers defeat the Galactus in the MCU by using his own weapon against him. Over the years, Galactus has fought some very powerful beings, and he has rarely been truly defeated. But there was one time when Galactus was killed by an enemy who seemed to be far more powerful than him, but thanks to Franklin Richards, who I think might be the most powerful Marvel human superhero that there is, that villain was eventually defeated and Galactus was brought back to life. It remains to be seen how Marvel plans to introduce Galactus in the Eternals movie. Will his name be just mentioned, or will we get to see a cameo when Marvel explains the creation of the universe along with the origin of the Celestials, who in fact created the Eternals? After all, there was a leaked image from the movie Eternals that showed a few Celestials. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about that? In what capacity are you expecting to see Galactus in the Eternals movie? And will we see him again in the Doctor Strange 2? And with that, we will bring this video to an end. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming content.